this news program on the road, going to different communities in our viewing area to cover some issues and listen to the concerns of the citizens. And today we're going to Hilton Head Island. Our Veronica Goetz is standing by. She is live now at the Palmetto Bay Marina on Hilton Head. So, Veronica, what is happening today?
Well, Doug, I tell you, it's a little chilly out here right by the water, but it's a beautiful afternoon here on Hilton Head Island. And let me tell you why we're here at Palmetto Bay Marina. We chose this spot to broadcast from because here you can really get a glimpse of both Hilton Head Island's past and its future. If you look in one direction, you see the untouched, spectacular view that for decades has really attracted hundreds of thousands of visitors to this beautiful island. But close by in the other direction, you see Hilton Head Island's future. Construction of a multi-million-dollar cross-island expressway, evidence of the tremendous amount of growth taking place on this island and really throughout the county. Now, throughout the newscast, we are going to be talking about both Hilton Head Island's past and its future. We're also going to tell you about a town hall meeting that we are sponsoring a little later on tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll talk a lot more about that, but first we want to get to the top news story of the day. And for that, I bring in Jason Rockwell, our Beaufort County Bureau Chief. Jason, you just got back from Jasper County, where a lot's been going on with school bus drivers. Tell us about it.
That's right, Veronica. You know, they said last night they were going to do it. Today they did. Every bus driver in Jasper County staged a sit-in today, leaving some 3,500 students with no ride to school. It's all a result of the suspension of a fellow bus driver late last week. Now, the result was this morning, this is it. If we can take a look at some video from this morning, some students waiting for buses that just plain never got to them. At Ridgeland Elementary School, in the meantime, a long line of cars with parents dropping their children off was the order of the day. Classes started about 20 minutes late, with parents still dropping off their kids 45 minutes after the first bell rang. Well, that's all over now. That is as of 2:30 this afternoon. All the bus drivers back on the road. An agreement was reached. The bus driver who was suspended did get the apology letter in her personnel file that she wanted. But, Veronica, that's just a strong showing from the bus drivers, standing up for one of their fellow drivers. But there is still one sticking point. They want some disciplinary action taken against the students on the bus who caused the trouble in the first place.
Do you think they're going to see that happen?
Well, we don't know, because I tried to speak with Jasper County School Superintendent Dr. George Hood this afternoon, and he would not open his door to talk to us.
All right, Jason. Well, thanks a lot for coming over and letting us know what's going on in Jasper County. You know, from Jasper County to Beaufort County, this entire area has seen a tremendous amount of growth and development in a very short amount of time. But it's not unexpected growth. Community leaders have really been planning for all of this for quite a few years. Earlier this week, our Mitch Glicken sat down and talked with one man most responsible for making Hilton Head Island what it is today.
It has become grander and more elaborate than I originally envisioned.
Charles Frazer is considered the father of Hilton Head as we know it today. In the very beginning, though, he was just a boy with an awfully big dream.
I was working over here in a lumber camp before going to Yale Law School the following fall. I borrowed a tractor and an aerial photograph and would wander all over the place. I'd climb trees and look out. We didn't have tall buildings then, and I'd draw some more.
Charles took those drawings, his dream of what would become a grand Hilton Head escape, to the two people who could help make that dream a reality.
Well, I had the vision. I had the great, enormous good fortune. I mean, I could have had the vision and been employed by somebody in Augusta and said, let me do it. They'd say, go drop dead. My parents, fortunately, said, he's worked hard in college and law school and has researched this, and he's traveled up and down the coast. Let's give him a chance.
That chance was Charles's hope to build a perfect community in Sea Pines. But back in the 50s, when there was little but farming on Hilton Head,
my mother thought I was absolutely wasting my legal skills and my legal education to come to what she called a swamp. And I said, Mother, I may not make a lot of money, but I'll certainly create something very beautiful. I think, helped create, with God's help, something that's very beautiful. And I have periodically made and lost a lot of money at these endeavors. Fortunately, both of my parents lived to see Harbortown built, to see the place very, very successful.
Charles and his brother Joe also had the great vision to bring a PGA event, the Heritage Golf Classic, to the island to help promote it. But what puts a twinkle in Charles's eye is the mention of the lighthouse.
And as soon as I saw the lighthouse, from sea coming in by a sailboat. As soon as I saw it down the fairway, I knew that we had a winner. The moment you see that lighthouse in any photograph or picture, you instantly read Hilton Head Island. The Taj Mahal is a vastly greater building, but it's not being protected as well as this lighthouse is.
Charles takes a great deal of pride in being considered the father of Hilton Head Island, the MCI Classic in the family circle. But he wants to make one thing clear.
But I had nothing to do with this bloody highway out here. The bridge that we'd planned 30 years ago across the creek is now under construction. It's going to cost $80 million. We had it ready to go in 1971, 72 with a free right-of-way. It could have been built for $3.5 million. I'll be very happy when that Cross Island Bridge opens up. I've been pushing it for 30 years, and I don't care how many people cuss me for it.
That's what made Charles Frazer the visionary he is. Mitch Glicken, WTOC News.
And here it is, the Cross Island Expressway that, yes, is now under construction after years of controversy, debate, and planning. The Cross Island Expressway will start here at Palmetto Bay Marina, and it will cut across the island and end up back at Spanish Wells Road. It will be an expressway so that the traffic flow problem hopefully will be alleviated with this new addition. It will be a toll road, and it is planned to be completed in October of 1997. Now, Doug, we are here on Hilton Head because of a town meeting that we are sponsoring tonight. WTOC listens. We are doing this in conjunction with the Adventure Radio Group. We invite all residents of Hilton Head Island to join us at 7 o'clock at Town Hall. We want to hear from you. We want to know what your concerns are and what issues are at most on your mind as far as this island's growth and development and other issues are concerned. So we'll be here, and we'll also be telling you what residents have to say a little later on at 11 o'clock.
Just a little sidebar. WTOC Radio broadcasts the first tournament from the island over there because Dave Randall, Bob Noble, Rex England, and Johnny Cole, they were all on the island over there doing radio from the 16th, 17th, and 18th hole. I'll never forget that. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you, there's just a lot here on Hilton Head Island, and even though we're over in Savannah, there's a lot of stories to be covered in this area.
You're right, and there's a lot more news from South Carolina. Thank you very much, Veronica. A judge has temporarily delayed the effect of last week's